everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you what we're doing for third grade. As you can see, there's so much stuff in my office because we have a lot of stuff to get through this year. So first I'm going to show you my son's morning box. Every morning when he gets up, he goes and starts his box even before I'm up. He likes to get up very early, so usually like 5:45 to 6. I don't get up quite that early. So he's going to be doing 2 different spelling programs. The first is Sequential Spelling. And this one is spelling by word patterns. So, like for example, all, tall, stall, install, installment. So the kids spell bigger words than they normally would in a regular spelling program. We're also going to be doing all about spelling this year. I've never done it before. We're going to start him on the first level. We were using Spelling UC this last couple years, but it's just not sticking for him, so we're switching this year. For math, he's going to be finishing up Gamma. The cover got torn off, but it's Math UC Gamma. He's almost done, so he'll be doing that, and then he'll be going into Delta, I think is the next one, which is division. Right now it's multiplication. We're going to do Xander Blows-er handwriting again. He's going to be doing manuscript and cursive this year. And here's the cursive one. They both come in a pack with a practice master and a regular one. It's a little bit different. We also have some things from the Critical Thinking Company. We have Dr. Funster's Think a Minute. These are pretty fun. Each page is totally different. So let's see. We just have different kinds of puzzles in here. We've already been schooling for a couple of weeks, so some of it's been done. He's finishing up Language Smarts. This is actually first grade level because my kids are so behind in writing and grammar. Not from lack of trying or doing it, but just from not finding programs that worked for our family. So we've done first language lessons, which is grammar. That was a total flop. We've done Writing with Ease. That did not work. IEW was really hard to use and also total flop. So right now we're doing EIW, which stands for Excellence in Writing. And so far I'm really liking it. And that's the first one I've actually come across and used that is actually teaching you how to write, like paragraphs and sentences and things like that. So we're doing double pages of that this year. So Essentials in Writing. And this is the first grade level. That's what the placement test said to take for him this year. We got it sometime in the spring. So we're only halfway through. So we're doing double pages a day. But you know, it teaches you actually how to write stuff. So I'm probably going to move him up to third grade when he's done with this one because he says this one's too easy. When he finishes the Language Smarts, we have Language Smarts grade 2 level. He is finishing Kumon Dollars and Cents. He's on Mindbenders level 4. This is also from the Critical Thinking Company. We love these books. They are so good for logical thinking. Oh, he's also doing this spelling, because I guess I've got him doing 3 spelling programs this year just because it's just not sticking with him. And I want to make sure he learns that skill. So this one's pretty easy. It does not take very much time at all. It helps him to practice different words. And this is Building Spelling Skills grade 2 by Evan Moore. We have Balance Benders from Critical Thinking Company. These are very challenging. I was surprised at how challenging they got in the first book. But I think that it will be good for them. He's almost done with Miquon, the red book. And then I'm not sure what color is next. I think it's blue. I'll go to blue next. I really like doing Miquon and Math UC at the same time because they're really good supplements for each other. You can see on the back they have, let's see, odd, even, addition, subtraction, multiplication, etc., etc. And so each book touches on these a little bit, so it's kind of like a circular thing, whereas Math UC is more of a mastery approach, so I like to use those along with that. We also got Dr. Doolittle's. This is actually too easy for him. It says grade 2 to 3. He gets it right pretty much every time, but he likes them. They take more like a minute or 2. And then I got this from themeasuredmom.com. So what's the time? And it's just a game, so you just roll a dice and move here, and then whatever you land on, you find the matching time in there, and you cross them off, and then the first person to get a bingo wins. And I got these sheets because I've spent so much time laminating in the years past, but I didn't want to take hours of my time to laminate this year. So we're just going to use these little erasable sheets. I'll link them below. You can put dry erase markers on and they just erase perfectly. Right now he's reading The Wolves of Willoughby Chase. It's one of my favorite books. This is definitely a stretching, challenging book. Let's see. They do have pictures, but there's a lot of higher vocabulary in here. I got these bins from the dollar store for each kid. I've got 3 compartments. And it's so handy because each kid just has their own markers, own stuff. There's no fighting about supplies. Because before, I've always had like all the colored pencils in, you know, a pencil box or like a little cubby with drawers. And there was always fighting, even though we had a whole bunch. So this has really helped with fighting this year. Hopefully that continues. I got this really cool cube timer. So you turn it on, and then whatever way you turn it, that's how long the timer will be for. So you got 5, 10, 20, and 30 minutes. And this is great for, you know, if he has some free time when I'm helping other kids, he can do an educational computer game or build something, and we can have the timer on that for that. For art this year, we're going to continue with Atelier, I think is how you say it. These are online, but we are part of a distance learning program, and we have to check in with the teacher once a week, but they also give you money to buy stuff for homeschool, and they also let you borrow things from the library, 30 things for each kid. So that really helps with homeschooling costs. So they have the same projects online as they do in this book and on the DVDs, but from the lending library that the school has, that comes in this. So this is level 3, ages 6 to 10. All my kids will be using that. And we're also going to be doing draw3d.com. We've been really liking that one, and my kids' drawing skills have really improved this year. We also are going to continue doing art study. Now last year was our first year doing it, and we did it with the Charlotte Mason method, where you just take a picture and you look at it for a minute and then turn it over and tell what it's about, or tell what's in the picture. And that worked okay, but my kids are not engaged. And they weren't really remembering, and they didn't have any interest in it. So we're finishing up Michelangelo right now, and I started doing activities with them about the artist, and reading a bunch of books about him, and watching little videos about him on YouTube. And their interest is totally expanded. They love it now. Oh, I also got him a geography for 3rd grade. This is the last one in the series. They write on the other ones. And he'll just do that pretty much daily. I got a Build Your Own Dinosaur sticker book. This is my Usborne books. And at first I thought all the pieces would go to each dinosaur and they just kind of be generic shaped pieces, but that's not how it is. So each dinosaur has their own matching stickers, and you just put it on. So I just got this he loves dinosaurs, and it's just a way to keep him occupied while I read to them. And they have a little bit of information about each dinosaur. And then in the back, they have the stickers that go with it. And they're labeled and everything. For music each year, we do violin through Practice Monkeys, and that's a really affordable way to go. It's only $50 for your whole family for that one instrument. And they have live classes, or you can watch the replays. We also do Hoffman Academy for piano every day, and I've been very impressed with the lessons there. My kids are learning how to transpose and learn by ear. We've really loved Hoffman Academy. This is our 4th year using it, I think. We also have Prodigies. They have these little animated videos, and the kids just like play along with the bells. And a lot of the kids that do this end up having perfect pitch. So my kids like that too. For singing, we do singsofa.com, and it's all free online, and that they just have YouTube videos to teach you different things about singing. For Spanish, last year we did Sing Song Spanish, and that was all right. I liked that program a lot. But this year we are having a kindergartner with us, and so we are going to doing flip-flop Spanish instead. That way we can all do it and be on the same level, and it's supposed to have you speaking the language. So I'm hoping that will accomplish that. For science this year, we are studying chemistry. Got the periodic table book. I don't think it should be too hard for them. I'll probably be reading that to them. I got Exploring the World of Chemistry. This might be kind of advanced for my kids, but I'll read it out loud to them, and hopefully they'll pick some stuff up. I also got A Weird History of Science, Crazy Chemistry. This should probably be right at their level. I got Elemento. It's a chemistry card game. We haven't played any of the games yet for the chemistry ones, because I want them to actually kind of know what chemistry is before we start playing the games, so it makes a little more sense. And we're going to do Real Science Odyssey this year. I'm kind of concerned. They have so many ingredients for their experiments. Each one uses a ton of ingredients, so we'll see how that is. I don't really love that, but we'll see. I got this paper making kit because I thought that would be really fun for chemistry. You can see it. I also got the chemistry supply kit that goes with this book. You can buy it from homeschoolsciencetools.com. I also got this Chemistry Made Simple Happy Atoms. So you make these and then you put an app on your phone. I haven't opened it up yet, but you can see like a build thing, discover, explore. You can do different things with it. You can build over 17,500 molecules. I also borrowed this Piano for Life DVD set. I thought my son would enjoy it, and I'll probably enjoy it too. Okay, for history, we are going to do the first half of Story of the World, Volume 4. And I got these graphic library books to go along with it. My kids really like these, and they actually are really informative. Okay, Ford, polio vaccine, secret communication system, light bulb, Charles Lindbergh, Jackie Robinson, Franklin D. Roosevelt, Babe Ruth, Amelia Earhart, television, airplane, personal computer. Oh, and Kodak camera too. The reason we're just doing the first half of Story of the World is because we're also doing Around the World with Picture books from Beautiful Feet Books and the 50 States from the Waldock Way. I got most of the books from the Around the World with Picture books from the library from our distance learning program. I'm still waiting on the teacher's manual and a couple books that weren't in there. We're doing part 1, and here's some of the books. The Day of Ahmed's Secret, Ngari Mathai, I'm not sure how you say her name, Once a Mouse, Crowboy, Minglo Moves the Mountain, The Story of Little Babaji, A Tale of the Mandarin Ducks, Hush, The Emperor's Egg, Anna's China. There's no words in this one. Emmanuel's Dream, Grandfather's Journey, and The Story of Ping, Mirror, and this huge, gorgeous book of maps. And it has little pictures of things about the country, and all around you have like the animals and the food. It's really cool. I'll do a whole video about this curriculum when it comes in and how I'm planning it out and everything. We are also, for social studies, using the 50 States by the Waldock Way. I don't have it bound up yet. It's all printed though. So here's the first book we're going to use. Don't know much about the 50 States. I don't think this was required, but I just got an extra book for it. And I got this to go along with it. It's a sticker book, sticker by number of America. And so you can see it's, you know, each number, and then the stickers are back here. They're kind of, I don't know, kind of angled looking, so the end picture looks 3D. Here's what's in this book. So here's the finished look of each picture. So I thought my boys would enjoy that because it helps them quiet while I read and fun. I got Sequence, States and Capitals, this US map puzzle from the dollar store, the Scramble States of America game, got Draw the USA. I like these books a lot. They're really fun. So each page has you draw just like 1 or 2 things each day, and then by the end you've drawn all the states. I got 10 Days in the USA, and her packet does come with games. It's just a downloadable PDF you print it out, but I wanted some other games too. 50 States. I think this might be the one that her program uses. This year we're going to start studying architecture as well. So I got this bound, printed and bound. This is a free curriculum. I'll link it below. And it's made by the Michigan Architectural Foundation. It goes from K to 5th, and I think there's about 10 lessons in each one. So we'll probably do the first half of this book this year, and then the second half next year. Just do like 1 lesson a week maybe. I got this Canals and Dams, investigate the feats of engineering. Just draw 50 buildings and other structures. This might be too hard for my kids, but they can try it. I got this one called The Art of Construction, Projects and Principles for Beginning Engineers and Architects. I also got this Bridges and Tunnels one. And same thing, read information about it and you do different projects to demonstrate it. And then also, this one's all about bridges. So I'm sure there'll be some overlap between them. I'm not going to do each one twice if it's like the same project. And I got this game, Equilibrium. Each page in this book is a different puzzle, and then to try and build it and balance it. So I thought that would be perfect for architecture this year. Another book I got is Healthy Living from the Start. This is for K through 3, which is what I've got. I got kindergarten, second, and third grader, plus a 1-year-old. And I don't know how much we'll use out of this book, but I thought I would just give it a try. I'm writing my own health curriculum, and so I thought if this will work for what I want, then it could save me some time, but I don't know that it will. But we'll just try and see. I also got the Ultimate Playground and Reese's game book. Now I've got 3 kids that can run around and do these, so I probably won't be able to do all the games in here. But I figured it'd be really good for them to learn some of these games that you learn at public school, so that when they hang out with their friends, they can all play the same game. We got Rummy Roots to help them with vocabulary. I think there's 4 games in here. Yeah, 4 games in one. And then we got this Storymatic Kids. And so you just put these cards together and make stories. So that'd be fun during morning time to just each have them and make a story together as a group, just to help them kind of learn how to do that. I'm adding a lot of games this year. We didn't really do very many games last year, but my kids love games, so I got a bunch from their library. So here are the math supplements that I got. These are Math Facts DVDs. They have addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and then drills for them. So I thought that might be fun. Here's it's like a little cartoon kind of thing. Got this Movavi game. Not quite sure how you play it. It might be like a crossword puzzle, I think, where you have to make equations. Clumsy Thief math game. It's a money game. So you need to make money stacks equal $100. We got this Dragon Times game. And at first I was like, oh, it has spells you do, so I was kind of hesitant to get it. But the spells are just the numbers. This is a spell you put down, it says 7 on it. So and they have these dragons in here. So it's not magic stuff. It's just very pretend to help make multiplication fun. I got this fraction pie puzzle. We aren't doing fractions in Math UC yet, but I think it's in about a year and a half we'll be doing that, so I thought it'd be fun to get a head start. This is the self-correcting thing, which is kind of a Montessori type thing. So we have these cards in here, and then they show you what pieces you need, and then you put the card down here, and then you have to figure out what else you need to do it to make a whole. This Dino Math Tracks is already a favorite game. There's 3 levels of challenge. We've just done the first level, and my 5-year-old can play. She doesn't quite understand place value yet. She just learned it in Math UC, but I don't think she gets that it's also that's what's happening here. Yeah, this is a very fun game for all the kids. They really liked it. It has these little, each person gets 4 dinosaurs, and then you go along these footprint paths, and it's fun. Got this Money Bags one. We haven't played this yet. Here's what it looks like on the inside. Got these learning wrap-ups. We've got addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, fractions. And we also got the allowance game. This is really good for making change. Okay, and then for STEM, I realize math is also STEM, but for building type things, we have mechanical engineering, the robotic arms. This is from Fames and Cosmos. These are harder than the Tinker Crates from Kiwi Crate. Here's all these projects. My son loves to build. All my both my sons love to build. Except the 1-year-old, he loves to destroy. Catapults and crossbows. I'll show you that. These are all the projects you can make with it. There's a solar mechanics one, and it actually works in the sun. My kids did it, and it was rolling around out there. I thought it was super cool. There's a laser maze for logic. Each card gets harder, and it's just a puzzle to get the laser through. We started this last year, but we didn't do any over the summer, so we're going to do this Lego Education Spike Essential, and it teaches the kids programming with using the Legos. We have a Connects Education Rural Bridge Building Kit. Just have the manuals right here so you can see some of the bridges you can build. And then I got a snap circuit. It's quite large. Oh, snap circuit extreme. So that'll be fun. There's over 750 experiments. And then some books I got for him. Mysteries of Sherlock Holmes, Two-Faced Millionaire, and an audiobook of Treasure Island. I'm going to have him read more than that, obviously. That's just the books that have already come in so far. All right. Now for electives, because I don't have enough as it is. Okay, so because we are in a distance learning program, they provide online classes for free as well. So this year, my third grader is taking a poetry class, all about different kinds of poetry, and learn how to write them, and I think that'll be just really great for him. We're all taking ASL, American Sign Language, through them as a group, and then if he finishes his work early, he can do Night Zookeeper on the computer. It teaches writing skills, and it's in a fun game format. My kids really like that one. And he can also do Adventure Academy, which is the next step up from ABC Mouse. And we are also going to start him on typing this year. I can't remember the program name right now, but I'll link everything below. So that's what we're doing for our school. At least that's the plan. Hopefully everything works. I'm kind of playing with the schedule because I have a lot planned this year and trying to figure out how to fit it all in. So I'll keep you posted on that. If you have any cool things you are using for your third grader, please link it below so we can all learn and get more ideas. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.